A.R. Parker has spent most of his life traveling the world on a rare sense of adventure and inspiration that comes from encountering different cultures. Throughout his life, the author has been involved in teaching, tourism, and writing. He first went to Prague during the unique early 90s, fascinated by the social and political changes that followed the 1989 revolution. After that, Parker moved to China and witnessed it change from a peasant-based communist system into an economic superpower. There followed a time in post-war Sarajevo, Bosnia, then a long period in Saudi Arabia, another country undergoing enormous social changes. Also a keen photographer and now writer, A.R. Parker published a book entitled Mrs. Palermo's Cottage, the story of Eva, who, abandoned at birth, is cared for by sisters at the children's home. We have the pleasure to interview the author and meet him today because he is right now connected with us. Hi, Andrew, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Enjoying the spring weather.
So, please, first of all, tell us more about Eva. Who's she and what is the story about?
Eva. Well, where I live in the Czech Republic and in a forest town, and there is an orphanage which inspired the book. And I thought, for a child with no parents, that's a very nice alternative place to grow up in. They don't have the family unit, but they've got a beautiful environment to grow in. And the idea came from that children's home orphanage in the town where I live. And Eva, I'm not sure why it was a girl, but no reason for it being a girl, not a boy. And also, it was set in the 1990s, which, as you probably know, is when the revolutions had just happened in Eastern Europe, Central Europe. And so there were big changes in society. And it's about Eva growing up into this sort of new society, and what happens to her in that environment.
So, which are the main themes that we can outline in this book, and what is the message the story can transmit, or at least hope to transmit to the reader?
Right. Well, the basic message is to respect nature, because without nature, we've basically got nothing. And it's about Eva's slow sort of recognition of the environment around her and the importance of trees. And the forest plays a big role, a sort of background role in the story. But it's also about the new political changes. In the 1990s, they copied Thatcherism that had been prevalent in the UK, where I'm from, in the 1980s. And in the 1990s, the Czech government just copied Thatcher's policies and basically sold everything. And the sort of culmination of the book is they start to chop down the forest to sell the trees.
Okay, so let's now talk about the title of the book. Who's Mrs. Palermo?
Mrs. Palermo is an old lady who adopts Eva and takes her under her wing and sort of guides her through growing up in life, I guess. She is a Czech lady. She's not Sicilian, as her name suggests.
Okay. And who's the target reader for this book? I mean, is it a reading for young and adult, or there is a specific profile of perfect reader?
There isn't, no. I think it's a universal idea. I didn't aim it at any particular group of people.
Well, Andrew, thank you. At the moment, we do not want to reveal more about the book, we want to leave it to
Right.
the reading of our public. And for now, we can tell you best luck with the book and thank you for your time.
No problem. Nice talking to you.
As the years pass, Eva's life changes forever after meeting Mrs. Palermo, a lady who takes the girl under her wing and provides a home at her cottage on the edge of the forest. Eva's initial fear of the dense woodland soon turns to respect as she learns to appreciate its beauty and significance to life all around. Mrs. Palermo's Cottage by A.R. Parker is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobox.